What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Dragon Ball 24/7 podcast. I'm your host, Jesse Goku, and today I'm going to be talking about two different things. The very first thing I want to talk to you briefly about is that Geeks 5 Ever will officially be at Comicpalooza in Houston, Texas. It'll be held at the George R. Brown Convention Center, June 17th through the 19th. If you haven't pre-registered for Comicpalooza, you can do so right now at comicpalooza.com. We'll be hosting 11 panels during the convention, including Dragon Ball 101, which will be held Friday at 1 p.m. in Panel Room 18. Panel Room 18 is located on the third floor of the convention center. All panel rooms are located on the third floor, so whenever you're trying to attend a panel during the convention, remember, it's always on the third floor. For those of you that cannot attend Comicpalooza, we will be doing a live stream of all of our panels, including podcasts, with different special guests that will be making appearances throughout the weekend. We will be recording several podcasts, but we'll also be doing live podcasts. You can check us out on speaker.com/geeks5ever, or you can download the Speaker Studio app right now at Google Play Store or iTunes. You can do so and look up Geeks 5 Ever. We'll be hosting several live shows. Remember, these shows are for mature audiences only. So, if you are easily offended, please do not listen to these shows. You have been warned. Okay, now with Dragon Ball 24/7. Now, this won't be a very long episode. I just want to talk briefly about the possibility that Goku Black could actually be Bardock. Now, this is speculation. These are all theories. None of this is confirmed, and there is no evidence pointing that they could be actuality. Now, but a lot of YouTubers, a lot of podcasters, a lot of people that talk about Dragon Ball have speculated as to what Goku Black or who or what he could be. Now, someone had mentioned in the comment section on Dragon Ball Super episode 44 with non-subtitles that the copy Vegeta, which was it was really weird and it's really hard to describe. If you haven't really seen the episode, I recommend you go see it. I won't talk any further about it. But that's what could lead up to the Goku Black. Now, I don't believe that that's the case, considering the fact that it's future Trunks going to Goku and Vegeta for help from the future, narrowly escaping with his life. If you go back to the Cell games, or not even the Cell games, just the Android saga, when Trunks travels back in time, he realizes, he notices that he did alter the timeline, but the timeline, Universe 7's timeline, did not alter his, meaning that they cannot change the events that have already happened, creating a paradox of alternate universes. Now, is Trunks' future timeline one of the 12 universes? We don't know. Could this be an indication there are more universes out there than the 12 that we know about? Like I said, this is all speculation. Now, Trunks' timeline is an alternate timeline that is not affected by Universe 7 at all, because Android 18 is dead, whereas in Universe 7, Android 18 is married to Krillin, and they both have a daughter. Plus, all the Z Fighters are still alive, where in Trunks' timeline, he's by himself, and he's the last line of defense when it comes to the Earth. That's one of the reasons why I don't think that theory could actually work. Now, the reason why I kind of believe that it could be Bardock, and this is only in the event they decide to actually include Mira and Toa, is the fact that in the Dragon Ball MMO, just like in the short animation videos that they do for Dragon Ball Heroes, Mira actually controls Bardock's he controls Bardock's mind with a mask, and it actually amplifies his power because Bardock is the final boss that you fight before he betrays Mira and kills him. In Dragon Ball Heroes, they show Bardock with the mask, and he's able to take on Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but they're able to knock Bardock free of its control, and then he powers up to Super Saiyan 3. But even as a Super Saiyan 3, I don't believe that he should be able to take on Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because that's such a massive power boost. According to Death Battle, I think it's about 10 times or 15 times that of Super Saiyan 3. So, I mean, it could go either way and I think it could be Bardock because the simple fact that he looks so much like Goku. They're identical when it comes to the design of the characters, and since Trunks has never seen Bardock or even heard of Bardock, Bardock could come over here and possibly beat Trunks to within an inch of his life, and then Trunks could go back. I just got a message, more Dragon Ball information. It's about Xenoverse. For those of you that don't know, Xenoverse 2 was confirmed and will be released this year. Now, I just got news that they're speculating that it could be coming out winter of this year, between November and December, for a winter release. No news yet on whether they'll be doing a showing for it at E3, but we will post a podcast when we get more information on Xenoverse 2, and I will talk more about Xenoverse later on. But this episode I want to talk about Bardock possibly being the Goku Black. Now, like I was saying, since Trunks doesn't know who's Bardock looks so much like Goku. With the mask on, he could probably mistake him for Goku, and that's where the Goku Black could come from. And Bardock does wear black armor, black Saiyan armor, which is also another strong indication that maybe that's it. And that's only if they're going to include Mira and Toa. There's so much more that we don't know. It could mean anything. I don't think it's like a negative or evil Goku, because Goku has been long dead in that universe. And the only person in that universe that could possibly be a threat is Beerus. That's only if Trunks' timeline isn't in one of the 12 universes. So could it be an alternate Beerus? Could we be seeing a mirror like universe, like a creation mirror of the 12 universes? Could this lead to something more? Because it's supposed to affect time and space itself, involving the Kaioshins, the God of Destruction, and Zeno, the Omni King, Lord of Everything. This is going to change the landscape of Dragon Ball Super. Now, a lot of people are speculating that this arc could also stop the Omniverse tournament from happening, and that I don't think that would be necessarily the case. Why would Akira have them mention that there's going to be a tournament between all the universes and then they not do it? I think that if they do decide to end the series, that's how they would end the series, with that tournament. And a lot of people are speculating that that's how it will end. That's what will end it. That's how it will end. But we also thought that the Universe 6 and 7 tournaments could end Dragon Ball Super. I didn't want to believe that. I didn't believe it. A lot of people were giving their theory on how it could end the series, because all the fights were one episode. The only fight that really lasted 2 episodes was Goku and Hit, and even then it wasn't like the full 2 episodes. So that could have been. There are so many people speculating about so much, and honestly, we're right about like 40% of the time, until we get more evidence, and then we come up with different theories. And people were analyzing episode 44 before it even came out, and they were analyzing the episode, and their theories, the way they thought it would pan out, it was wrong. Similar but wrong at the end. And we can only guess as to how much detail is going to go into these episodes. And Akira Toriyama's really, not even Akira Toriyama really knows how these episodes are going to pan out. And the studio is really hush hush. Unless they give you like episode descriptions, we really don't know what's going to happen. We just have like a general idea, and then we have to watch the episode to get the full details as to what's going on. And even then, Dragon Ball's so vast. I always said that it had the potential to be a multiverse, and sure enough, that's what it's going into. And it has so much lore that it could actually make spin-off series that could be a part of the main continuity. I always try saying that word, and I can never say it. Anyways, they could be part of the main storyline that is Dragon Ball, without causing too many. They could answer a lot of questions or talk about different side stories, or like while Goku and Vegeta are off fighting in this tournament, maybe Yamcha and Chan and the others could stay behind on Earth and fight off like a crisis that's within their level, because they don't have to constantly be bringing stronger villains over and over and over. They could bring in villains that are on par with the other Dragon Ball Z characters, and they could have some sort of like spotlight while the others are taking care of like other business, such as the tournament or the Goku Black arc or whatever happens, or with the gods, because they're going into god territory at this point. And so the other characters that were once a major part of Dragon Ball in the beginning of Dragon Ball Z no longer have a role. as far as being a major part of the teams, fighting, contributing. But as far as the Goku Black goes, I honestly could believe that it was Bardock if they were going to involve Mira and Toa, and I could actually see that working, because if they're going to go with it shifting time and space itself, then that is definitely the route that I want them to take. And a lot of people were disappointed that they weren't going to include Mira and Toa. I was definitely disappointed, but there's so many theories, so many ideas going around, and I'm pretty sure someone already said their piece, and that's exactly what's going to happen. But until June 12th, we're just going to keep talking about what could be, what should be, and what might be. And at the end of the day, it's up to the creators and the writers to decide on what direction the series goes. And you know, as a fan, I do look forward to this, and I love Dragon Ball. I own all the DVDs, the Blu-rays. I'm trying to get my hands on the VHSs. I have the big manga, and I'm trying to just buy the regular manga. And you know, I'm trying to did I mention I have the Blu-rays? I got the video games. And I even have Ultimate Tenkaichi and Battle of Z and Sagas, which are all really bad. Well, as far as that goes, that's all the time that I have today. Okay, let me mention the Comicpalooza thing again. We are hosting Dragonball 101 for those of you that can make it to Comicpalooza. Come check us out. Dragonball 101, panel room 18, Friday, June 17th through the 19th. Our panel is the Friday, June 17th at 1 p.m. and it ends at 2 p.m. So if you want to come check us out, but if you just want to check out the live stream of it, like I said, June 17th at 1 p.m. Check out our YouTube channel. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, check out our other Dragon Ball podcast videos. Also check out our other podcast videos like Shit Talk and the official podcast for Geeks 5 Ever. And you don't have to check out our gaming videos. That's kind of like dwindling down a little. Those were only used to like keep the community active for Geeks 5 Ever, and now we have so many more projects coming on as far as like podcasts and talk shows and all this interviews, and we're being so overwhelmed with this stuff that we're gonna probably slow down with the gaming videos, because they're really not that they're just like filler episodes for us. They're just to help keep the page active. But if you have any comments that you want to leave below, any ideas, criticism, or any questions about Dragon Ball that you want me to answer during the panel, Dragon Ball 101, or you want me to answer during the podcast, just leave a comment below. We also have a discussion page on the Geeks 5 Ever YouTube channel page. Check us out on Facebook.com/Geeks5Ever, Twitter as well, GoFundMe. You can add me on the PlayStation Network, Unrated 360. Just let me know that, you know, if you're going to add me on PlayStation Network, where you're coming from. Like, hey, coming from the YouTube channel, and we can play games together and maybe even record it and do a podcast. Once again, this is Jesse Goku, and stay classy.